What's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Livin and another episode of The Clone Show, sponsored by FastTech. Hey guys, today's item has been it's an item that's just kind of hit the vapor world by storm. It's a really popular device. The hype is built all around it. So I wanted to go ahead and get one to see if the hype is real. Now I like parallel, variable voltage, voltage modes, and just I'm not much into regulated devices at the moment. I really like mechs, and especially parallel boxes and series mods. That's just what I like to vape right now. I like the heat. I like the battery life on a parallel. I like the high series builds to just get the blast of clouds and flavor. That's just a vape that I'm really liking right now. So when I got this Driptech DS, you'll notice the Driptech has two versions, a DS and a TS. D is for double, T is for triple, meaning double AT650s, or T for triple AT650s. I have a TS on the way, so you'll be a review coming up to that soon. So the Driptech Squonk box mod is a collaboration between Defiant Designs and 528 Customs, the makers of the Goon. If you notice on the fire button, it does have the Goon logo. And it comes in pretty basic packaging. It does have the collar sticker on the front. Mine here is purple. I got the kit, which comes with the Goon 1.5 as well. When you open it up, you get, you can see the display of the box mod and the Goon itself, along with the goodie bag. The goodie bag has all this normal stuff, extra O-rings and stuff for the Addy. You got extra screws, post screws. You have an Allen wrench and a screwdriver, and it comes installed with the Squonk pin, so you have an additional 510 pin in this bag. Now, if you're looking at the mod here, you look at the top, you'll see the 4 screws, along with the 510 chamber, and the fire button up top. It's with the Goon logo on the fire button. Now, this shape is designed to have it fire with your thumb, and Squonk with your ring finger, which is, I think, it feels really good in the hand. I like the design of this. I mean, it's wide and flat. It just feels good to me in the hand. And you notice the etching of Driptech DS Defiant Designs on the side panel as well. Forgot to mention also in the goodie bag, there is a key. Now that key goes for your battery connectors. And on the bottom of here, you have a whole sliding door here. It's just one door. It's held in place by magnets, and from when you screw in the battery contacts and the bottle secure ring, whatever you want to call it. Now, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but you have to unscrew all 3 in order to slide the door off. Now, they are secured by 4 magnets, and those, like I said, the battery connectors and the Squonk bottle cap as well. So in order to remove the batteries or swipe the batteries, you have to loosen up all 3 and slide off. And I wish this bottom door was actually made in 2 different pieces. One side for just the doors alone, and the other side for the Squonk bottle. That way you don't have to remove the Squonk bottle or the whole thing when you wanted to either A, fill up the bottle, or B, change the batteries. You can do them both independently. I think a new design will come out, an updated design will come out eventually for this, or something like this that will have that dual chambers on the bottom there, or at least separate doors. Eventually, I'm pretty sure some of it has to. This particular item here is available on FastTech.com for $25.38. The Goon 1.5 atomizer features an aluminum construction with an 18 wide bore drip tip. The bridge clamp design, single and dual coil configuration, adjustable side airflow, dual air slots in the middle of the cap, and 510 threading connection, and a 24mm overall diameter. Now the mod features itself as aluminum construction. It has a 10 milliliter silicone Squonk bottle with the top fire switch button, ergonomic design and lightweight, 510 threading connection, and powered by dual 18650 batteries. Now this is a parallel configuration, meaning you put both negative posts towards the top of the mod, where both positive posts are towards the bottom of that little sled. And the reason I put my positives down low is so if the batteries do vent for any reason, it will go away from the face and out the venting, as you can see on the battery connections. Now, I really like this mod. I have been using this mod a lot. I have used it a lot. Taking it to work, parallel box, battery life has lasted me 8-9 hours on a 0.08 build, and I've learned the Goon 1.5 is not a very good squonker. I just don't like it as a squonker. I love the Goon 1.5, but as a squonker, I did not like it. But I've been using the Aura from DigiFlavor and DGLSV as the squonker on here. The gold and the purple just look good together. And I don't like taking the bottle out to fill up the bottle, so I have a squeezer bottle right here that I am able to fill the bottle up while it's all together, so which makes it a lot easier. But I love this thing. I've used this a lot over the past 3 weeks I've had it. I mean, a lot. Now comes some problems with it. Now, there's 2 major things with it. 3 actually. One is, if you notice, some people have gotten, on some of these, there's a black part that goes on under the 510 pin inside of where the Squonk bottle is, and the Squonk bottle connection to that, but this one does not have that black housing. My Squonk bottle just goes right into the 510 pin, and that's it. I've taken this completely apart, and I don't have that black piece in here. The Squonk bottle just goes right into the 510 pin, but it works fine. I don't have no leaking, no issues with it at all, so that's fine. I don't have to have a black part. But something I can tell, even though it feels good in the hand, the edges are pretty sharp. They're pretty hard edges, and not saying that can cut you, but it's a little rough, a little sharp in the hand sometimes, where it's just not very comfortable when you're roughing against the edges like that. And also the battery connections right here on the bottom. You'll notice they screw in, but the problem is the threading. This could just be the clone. I'm pretty sure it might just be the clone. The threading on this also is so fine, it's wound up stripping out. You'll notice one of them tightens up fine. The other one, it'll just keep turning and turning and turning and turning and turning. And I have to intentionally cross-thread that thing just in order to make the thing tighten down and give me a connection. And also, no addies will fit flush on this thing. There will be no addies without a gap between the mod and the RDA. Because of the 510 pin, I cannot get that to flush down. Some people have said take it apart and screw that thing down as reverse threading. Use the tool that comes with it. I've tried that and everything. I just cannot get that 510 area to go flush. And since that 510 also has cutouts in it, it also does leak some between the gap of the mod and the RDA, and you get some juice coming out from the bottom of it. But even with those things mentioned that I just said, the problems with it, I still really like this thing. I got a TS on the way, as I said earlier, and I'm going to check that out and see if the threading on the battery contacts are as bad or the same as this or better, or maybe it's just because when clones are made, they're made by many different manufacturers. FastTech is the store. They don't make this stuff. They just sell it. So maybe this particular one that I got came from one manufacturer that did a bad, piss poor job of threading these doors and these holes. Maybe the next one I get will be better. I don't know. We'll see. That's the hope. So anyway, that was this Driptech. I'm really. It's like I think $120 for the authentic, if that, maybe $100. I'm probably going to pull the trigger and get me a DS. Just because I like it that much. I have some things that I want, but I've then told myself I'm not going to purchase anything. I'm not going to spend any money until I'm able to buy a 3D printer. So once I get a 3D printer and I start spending money on vape shit again, I'm definitely probably going to pick one of these up. There's also a couple new items coming up that I want as well. So 3D printers first, and I'll probably pick one of these up because I like it that much. I really do like this, even with the problems that it has. So yeah, that was it. That was the Driptech DS from Defiant Designs and 528 Customs. If you have this already, let me know what your thoughts about it. And if you've had these same issues, let me know. If you haven't had these issues, let me know as well. Let me know your thoughts, complete thoughts on this thing, whether you want one, whether you have one, whether you plan on getting one, or you got one on the way, or what have you. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a like and give me a subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. I want to reach 2K before March 1st. March 1st is the 1-year anniversary of this review channel, and I have an announcement video coming up for the giveaway for 2K giveaway information. Probably within the next week, you'll have that video up. I've still got to make it, and I'm still finalizing everything that I'm going to do for that giveaway. But in the meantime, Patreons, you guys have been awesome to me. You guys have been great. I really, really appreciate the support. There's a big giveaway that's going to happen on Patreon once I reach the first goal that I've set for that channel of 20. So if you're interested in Patreon, click the link in the description. Check out the tiers that are available on the Patreon and the rewards that each level offers, and see if any of them make sense for you. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. And until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.